No tax on tip question, Stephen A. Leahy from the 815 area code. Do gig work tips count? Also, I heard you can't claim this if you file separately from your spouse.
Well, I like this question because first,
hold on. What is gig work?
Gig work is Uber.
Is that a category?
It could be events and entertainment.
Yeah, it could be anything. Anything you're doing on a 1099, I think, is called a gig.
Okay, I was just.
Work.
Oh, I see. It's a gig.
It's a gig.
Okay, got it. Duh. Okay, no, it makes sense now. So it's a job. It's a gig.
Yeah.
It's a job. Okay.
But this why I like this question so much is because it's an example of how complicated our government is, right? So you think no tax on tips. Oh, that's easy. No, it isn't, because they have a list of occupations that fit into for this. So if you start like, well, just call my income tips and I'll get deducted. No, it doesn't work that way. So there's a list, but most gig workers are on that list. So yes. And then the yes, also I heard can't claim this if you file separately from your spouse. The answer is that's true. You only get $25,000 per return. So if you both get tips, you can only take $25,000 from the joint return.
Okay, so I've done loans for a lot of people that work servers at the United Center and at Guaranteed Rate Field. Okay, and at Wrigley, right? And those are gig workers, right? They work at all three stadiums.
Gig workers are generally 1099, and those are probably W-2 people.
Yeah,
so.
But they get a lot of tips.
Okay.
So maybe I didn't realize they were W-2'd because I don't see the back end.
Yeah, they're probably
okay. So
like
the W-2
Levy Entertainment.
Yes, yeah, they work. Okay, so I stand corrected. Okay, they're W-2'd, but they get tips.
Yes.
So how do those tips work? Can they write off the tips if they're a W-2'd employee as well?
If they fit into that the list, right? So there's a list of occupations. I would think server and things like that would be on that list. I could pull up the list. But I didn't because, again, it's complicated. Everything gets complicated.
Sure.
That's what I love about it.
Right. They make it, of course, it keeps you busy. So it's outstanding. They complete their taxes wrong. They screw up. The IRS comes and they got to call me. It's great. It's genius. All right. So I got a question.
And it's not going away.
It's not going away. Just so let's simplify things by making it more complicated. The government way.
Exactly.
Okay, I understand.
Exactly.
Right. So let's take a one-page good faith estimate, turn it into a three-page loan estimate that nobody knows how to read, and make it so confusing.
And then let's limit it to 2028. After 2028, it's gone.
Right.
We'll give you the no tax on tips, but there's going to be a lot of loopholes and exceptions, and it's only going to last for a couple of years
until the next presidential election.
Exactly.
Okay. Oh, just amazing how that lines up.
Amazing. Yes.
Okay. So I've been doing videos every day, right?
I see them.
Okay, I do it sometimes multiple times a day. Challenge my team to do it, so I'm just like, I can't challenge them unless I do it. So I'm just out there making videos from the haircut, from wherever. I don't care. I make videos, okay? So I get a call that I don't recognize from out west, right? It's not a Chicago area. And it's an attorney that does a lot of NIL deals for high school and soon to be college athletes, because these college athletes are signing $2, $3, $5 million NIL.
High school.
They're getting money in the private schools, and they're like, "Hey, I see what you're doing on credit. Would you be willing to come out and talk to my clients?" Right? He's got a bunch of private schools out. I'm like, "Yeah, fly me out. Or do it Zoom. I don't care. I'll do a credit seminar." So this NIL money. And its name, you want to tell everybody what NIL money is?
Name, identity, likeness. Right. So it's intellectual property that now they used to put a ban on it that you couldn't sell if you were an athlete, right? You couldn't get any money, but now you can. And but I think a lot of people don't understand is my favorite. I'm going to talk about the 16th Amendment to the Constitution. Everything's taxable from whatever source derived, right? So when you think they give you a car, oh, I got a car, it's free. No, it isn't. You get a tax.
$60,000.
Right? Yeah, you'll get a 1099, and you get the use of a car that's taxable.
Mm-hmm.
No, a lot of parents then will think, well, I invested in this kid for all these years. Took him all of these games, gave him the coaching,
training,
all this. So now I get paid back. No, you can't. No, that's taxable. You can't deduct it as an expense.
So when Lane Kiffin was at, I think, Ole Miss, and he was getting recruited to LSU, and they sent a crew down to do something at ESPN or something, and the entire parking lot at the football stadium were
Yeah.
all Dodge Chargers, right, or something. It was like crazy, right? I mean, $60,000 cars that all these kids were driving, right? Either from the local car dealership that's an alumni of Ole Miss that wanted to have these kids out, these athletes that driving their cars. I get it, right? But these kids, some of these kids, Steve, men and women, some of the women gymnastics teams as well. I mean, these young men and women are earning hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. And they don't know anything about credit. Their parents, some of their parents have got no credit at all.
And they don't know anything about taxes.
Exactly.
Right? They don't really think that this is a tax. Well, they're just giving me some money. All the money you get is taxable. And you think that it's not, and you have to think about that when you're getting these things. Same thing with people, influencers on the internet, right? So if some company's giving an influencer something to talk about, well, we'll give you free merchandise.
Nothing's
you
free.
just talk about it. No, it's taxable, right? So they gave it to me though. I just use it. It's not taxed. They're not giving me any money. It's taxable. Everything's taxable.
If a young athlete, right, is getting, I don't know, $100,000, it's $8,333 a month. Okay, boom. What should they be setting aside? Okay, obviously you would think an agent is part of the deal. Maybe the mom and dad are negotiating direct with whatever company's getting. They might not know this, or one of our listeners knows somebody that just signed a big deal. I mean, I heard of a couple of kids out west, the super duper athletes that my buddies know. Their son's getting $3 to $5 million to play football, and he's still in high school. He's signing these deals to come to this college. So you've got to be setting aside or be working with somebody or have the wherewithal, or else you're going to get whacked.
What it is, you're a business, right? You're in business. So when you get that money, a portion is going to have to be payroll taxes because you're working for it, so it's income. And so you have to put self-employment tax is 15.3%
on the whole amount, or up to a certain amount.
Up to a certain amount.
Okay.
100. I think it was 160 last year, something in that neighborhood.
Okay.
Last year, it goes up every year. So you have to pay self-employment tax, and then you have to pay income tax on all that, right? And then you have to pay estimated taxes because we are on the pay-as-you-go program. So you can't wait till the end of the year to pay it. So whenever you're getting that money, you should be setting aside at least for the first 160. You got to put probably you're in the 30% range. So now you're at 45% of the first 160 is going to pay taxes. People are always shocked when they look at the tax.